So it's Benjamin from Perpetual. I just wanted to make a video about the Spanish digital nomad visa. Now, this is a relatively new visa from Spain, and it is one of the best options, really, for people that want to move to Spain, that have a job online, or they are self-employed and they are able to work remotely. It's one of the best digital nomad visas in Europe, and we're going to go through, how you get this visa, what are the exact benefits, how long it takes, and everything. So firstly, the benefits of this visa. So it leads to permanent residency and citizenship. So what this means is that basically a lot of digital nomad visas are very temporary. They don't really have a long-term path for somebody to stay in the country. But with the Spanish one, you can actually become a permanent resident and get citizenship on this visa, which is very unique for a digital nomad visa. Also, you can apply inside of Spain and you don't have to visit an embassy. This is amazing because one of the worst aspects of residence permits and visas for a lot of people is basically dealing with embassies. And, a lot of the time in their home country, they live far away from the embassy. It takes a long time just to get an appointment. It's very complex. But with this visa, you can actually, if you have visa-free access to Spain, which will be most people watching this video, you can just fly into Spain and you can do the whole process in Spain. Also, another big benefit is you get a heavily reduced tax rate of just 24% for 4 years. So Spain is not known for having the lowest taxes. But with this visa, you get a reduced tax rate of 24%, which is amazing. Usually, you'd be paying at the top a tax rate of around 48% in Spain. But, you get this really great 24% tax rate, which is one of the most attractive in Europe, definitely in Western Europe. Also, you get freedom to access the Schengen area. Now, what is the Schengen area? So Europe has this whole visa zone called the Schengen area, which basically includes most EU countries other than Cyprus and Ireland, and it even includes non-EU countries like Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, and what it means is that, so imagine you fly into France, right? And then you spend however long in France, and then you want to go to Spain and Italy and whatever. The time you spend in France also counts to your 90 days that you spend in the other European countries. So it's really quite limiting. And this is an issue that a lot of people have. They realize that they want to spend more time in Europe. There's so many countries, so much to explore. And, you only get 90 days out of every 180 days. And your time in all the European countries in the Schengen area count towards this. So, with having this visa, it basically gives you freedom to travel across the entire Schengen area. So, you can just drive over to France, drive over to Portugal, fly to Poland. There's no internal border controls inside of Europe. So it's really amazing from a freedom standpoint, and it brings a lot of mobility freedom to people to basically, explore Europe, live in Europe freely. It's pretty simple to work out if you qualify for this visa or not. The general requirements are that you have to earn over 2,400 euros per month. This will be increasing soon to around 2,700 euros. So, as long as you're earning more than these amounts, you'll be fine. Yeah, you have to work for a non-Spanish company, obviously, as this visa is aimed at, remote workers and digital nomads. So, if you're working for an American or a British company, you're fine for that one. You have to have worked there for more than 3 months. And also have a clean criminal record. So you'll have to get a criminal record check from your country that you're currently living in. So for example, if you're from the US, this will be the FBI background check, or from the UK, the ACRO check. Both are very easy to get. They cost, very little money and take, 1 to 2 weeks to get. So that's basically one document that you need to get from the government. The rest, obviously, you can easily get, showing bank statements to show that you've been receiving a wage for more than 3 months, etc. And then you also have to have a degree or over 3 years of industry experience. So, this is super easy if you've been working in your field for more than 3 years or you have a degree. So basically, how to apply. So, a lot of people find visa processes quite intimidating and quite complex, and it causes a lot of stress And, if you mess one thing up, you can be stuck for months waiting. So that's why we, created this solution to help people move to Spain and to other countries. So if you want to move to Spain, we can help with the entire process. So, that would be making sure that you have the correct documents, helping you acquire those documents, having a professional look over them to check that they'll be accepted, because a lot of people, submit their application with the wrong documents and stuff like that, and their application gets rejected. That's why it's so important to have a professional look at your application to make sure it's going to actually get accepted by the government. And we basically handle everything from start to finish, giving you a holistic approach, so that you can just focus on, planning your new life in Spain rather than worrying about bureaucratic visa issues. So if you want help moving to Spain, you have any questions whatsoever, you can book a call with the link in the description. You can also check out our website as well to read up on some more information on Spain. So how to apply. So like I was saying before, if you have visa-free access to visit Spain, you can basically just rock up in Spain and do the entire process in Spain. So, if you're British, you're American, Canadian, any Western country that has visa-free access to Spain, you can do it inside the country. So no dealing with embassies. So the first one is obviously gather all the required documents, make sure that they're correct before you submit them. Then you have to schedule an appointment with the immigration department in Spain. This can be quite complex to do. This is why we help with this, because everything's in Spanish. It's quite difficult to get appointments sometimes. Then, you have to attend your appointment, have a quick interview, provide the documents, etc. Then they'll review your application. Then if it's accepted, you'll get a notification and you'll receive your residence permit, which means that you can then, collect your residence permit. You're now officially a resident inside of Spain. I know that this kind of makes it look pretty simple, but it's quite complex on some of these steps. That's why we, help with everything along the way. So if you want to move to Spain, you want to improve your quality of life. Spain has one of the highest, quality of lives in the entire world. Some of the best food in the entire world. Very cheap real estate, amazing weather. It's an absolutely amazing country. If you want to move to Spain, you can click the link in the description and book a call. You can check out our website as well. And you can be living in Spain in only a matter of time.